everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Mind, Money, Soul. And today we're going to talk about the 10 steps to reset your finances. Now, when I mean resetting your finances, I mean, have you ever been in a position where you feel like you are just not on top of your money? Maybe usually you budget, maybe usually you save, maybe usually you do X, Y, and Z, but just for some reason you're feeling out of touch with your money. Well, this is going to help you. So it's going to be a little quick episode to run you through the 10 steps that you need to do to get back on top of your money and to reset your finances. I just realised my flies are open, so I'm just going to do those up. Now, obviously, summer is over. And I know for me, I am feeling a little bit disconnected to my money. Summer was wild. I spent a lot of money. And for me, I know I need to do a reset. But I don't want to wait until the new year. I don't want to wait until January. Like, we've still got the rest of the month, the rest of the year. We've still got December. And if you just leave it, it's just going to get worse. So I know that I'm going to crack on, and I think that this will help you all too. So first off, you obviously need to set aside time in your diary for a money date, because that's where you're going to do all of these things. So you need to set aside time. Maybe you're listening to it and you go, I can do it right now. But if not, the first thing you should do, maybe even stop this episode and put it into your diary, put money date. This day, this time, this length, boom, it's happening. And then you can re-listen to this episode and go through it step by step. Okay, first up, we're going to get the hard bit out of the way. We are going to sort out our debt. So we're going to look at what debt do we have, who do we owe, how much do we owe, is it at 0% interest, and if it isn't, when is that changing? What are the minimum repayments at the moment? How much do I owe in total across all the minimum payments? Knowing this stuff, even if it makes you look at it and go, that's gross, that's too much, I wish I didn't have so much debt, even if you didn't have that, right? Even with all of that being said, it's going to make you feel better when you know exactly what's going on, even if the amount of debt that you have has gone up. It's giving you a chance to check in and say, I'm giving you attention, I know what's going on, I know who I owe, I don't have any concerns that I'm not paying the right people at the right time. So that's the first step. Number 2, I want you to sit and think about your goals for next year. Okay? What are you wanting to achieve next year? How much are you wanting to save? How much are you wanting to invest? How much debt are you wanting to clear? What other things that are you wanting to do, to learn, to educate yourself on? Are you wanting to learn to invest? Are you wanting to work with a money coach? Are you wanting to invest in a personal trainer? Are you going to sign up to a new course to study? Like, whatever it is, what are your goals next year that are both life and finance related? And write these down and get really clear on them. And really start to build up that connection to them, so you can look at your plan for the year and go, right, how do I actually turn this into a reality? How do I actually make this happen? It might also be, I'm going on holiday to Ibiza and I know that I need £1,000. Where's that money coming from? So really sit down and get honest with yourself about that money and write down those goals. Okay, number 3 is you want to create an annual overview of your year next year. Now, if you have my annual budget planner, which is £9, it has a tab on it, which is your annual entire financial plan. So it's broken down by month. So the column will be like January, February, March, April, May, and then there's different sections. There's a whole section for income for each month. There's a whole section for all of your fixed bills, your variable spending, your debt repayments, your saving, your investments. And at the bottom, it breaks down and it will let you know, essentially it will help you track where that money is going. Now, obviously, if you have a 9 to 5 and you know exactly how much you're getting paid, this is a lot easier because you can forecast for the year. But if you are self-employed, or you're a director of your own business, or you're a contractor, or you're freelance, you can still fill in the numbers and it can give you a bit of a forecast, even if that changes slightly, and it gives you something to work towards. Obviously, if you don't have my annual budget planner, you can just make your own one. But if not, the link is in the show notes. You can buy it for £9. Bargain. So I want you to sit and fill this out and look at it for the year and plan out. So I have done this before and I look at it regularly and it becomes a part of my money date to check back in with. And oh my God, it makes such a difference, because there have been goals that I've set myself that I've gone, oh yeah, I want to do this. And then I look at the numbers and I go, oh, I'm kind of underselling myself there. Or oh, I could probably do a bit more here, or oh, that's really not going to work. And it just gives you this useful plan for the year ahead. And it's actually quite empowering and exciting to see it all laid out. Okay, number 4 is I want you to ask yourself questions on how do you feel about meeting these goals and what you've set yourself out to do for next year. What do you need to be doing physically to meet this? So like what habits, what behaviours, what systems and processes do you need in place? What do you think is going to get in the way of that? So what's going to hold you back? Do you think it's going to be like, probably random holidays that pop up, or these random payments, or my behaviour around this certain thing? Like, just be really honest with yourself and figure out what are going to be the obstacles to achieving this. And then what do you need to be saying to yourself? What words and phrases do you need to be telling yourself on a regular, if not daily basis, to be able to meet these goals? Because when you've got that information down, you can write it down on a post-it note and stick it everywhere around your house. And then you'll always see it and you'll always say it. And that is a dream, because when you change your language, you change your life. Okay, number 5, create a plan for December. So now you've had a look at the year ahead and you kind of know what you're working with. Create a plan literally for this month. Like, what am I okay spending on? What Christmas festive activities do I have coming up that I need money for? What presents am I going to buy? What's my gifting, budget? And you might have already done all of your gifts, like November, October type thing. But just really working it out so you don't drive yourself into a shitty situation throughout December. Have a clear plan for December. And then number 6 is to move all of that money into the right places. So either you might already have this automated, but if you don't, move the money into your savings, investments, into your gift pot, into your spending account, onto your debt, whatever it is. Do the physical things to put that plan in motion. And when you do this actually as part of your money date, then it's all taken care of and you don't have to add to the list, oh, don't forget to do this, because it's already done. Okay, number 7 is put a date in your diary for December to revisit your budget. So maybe put in a weekly appointment or meeting into your diary just to check in with the budget. Okay, you don't have to do anything. Just the only thing you do is look at the data and then course correct accordingly. Like, am I on track? Am I not on track? What's stopped me? What's going to help me? And just the more you check in on it, the more mindful you become of your behaviour and of actually sticking to the plan, which is what we're trying to do, right? Okay, number 8, write a vision letter for next year. So off the back of thinking about your goals, creating an annual financial plan, all of that thing, write yourself a letter from you in 2026 to the version of you in 2025. Now, there is a website where you can actually write this letter to yourself and then it sends it to you at the end of the year, which is so cool. I can't remember what it's called. It's called like Future Me, Future Letter Self, or something like that. I'll try, if I find it, I'll put it in the show notes. And literally be like, hi Laura, well, obviously use your own name. Don't use my name. Unless your name is Laura, then great. Hi, Laura. Wow, 2025 was amazing. I did this, and this. I spoke about this, and this. I managed to do this, and this. We thought these things would trip us up, but they didn't because we did this, and this. You're basically writing a vision for how you're going to meet that plan for next year. I tell you, it's going to make you feel so good. It's going to make you feel so good. Number 9, I want you to then name your savings pots. All of the little goals that you have for all of the different things, name them. If it's for a holiday, if it's for a new car, if it's for an emergency fund, whatever it is, name all of your savings pots, because this will help you stay motivated as you are saving that money. And then the final one, number 10. I have an episode which is Money Mantras. Go and have a listen to that. It's about 10 minutes long and it's going to help reset your brain with how you feel about your attitude towards money right now. So obviously the more often you listen to it, the better, the more regular. But go and have a listen to that episode. Do those 10 steps and I promise you, you will be feeling so much better about money and you will feel like you've actually reset your finances. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that quick little episode just to get your finances in check. I'm going to be doing a lot more in 2025 around around so many things. I'm so excited. But around how to have your most successful 2025 and achieve your big happy goal. Achieving your big happy goal, because that's what I'm doing and I'm going to bring you all along on the journey. You're welcome. Any questions? Hit me up in the DMs or my emails and I will see you all next week.